Okay, let's just start with this number. Imagine 14 years, 238 Formula One races, and never once standing on the podium.
It sounds almost impossible in F1, doesn't it? Just an incredibly long time.
Right. For any athlete, that's a huge weight to carry, almost like some kind of, unbreakable spell.
Exactly. And that's the story of Nico Hülkenberg, the German F1 veteran. Or at least it was his story until Silverstone.
Ah, Silverstone.
Yeah, he finally did it. Finished top 3, shattered that podium curse, as people genuinely call it. It wasn't just bad luck, it was years of near misses, car troubles, strategy going wrong.
So many times he came close.
So close. For him to finally break it there in those conditions in a Sauber, well, it really got everyone talking.
Definitely. So that's our mission today, really, to get into the full story behind that historic podium, especially with, the classic British weather doing its thing.
Oh, that track was treacherous, wet, slippery.
Exactly. So what does this actually mean for Hülkenberg, for the sport? Let's dive in. 14 years, 238 races. It's just hard to wrap your head around that level of persistence in F1. What does that do to a driver mentally, beyond just the frustration?
Well, the mental strength required is just immense. I mean, think about it. And what's really key here, he's 37. This wasn't just, a lucky break in the rain. It was pure racecraft. His skill in managing tires, especially on a wet track that's cooling down, his feel for the grip, that's where his experience really shone. Silverstone's chaos almost played to his strengths.
So it was conditions meeting the right skill set.
Precisely. It wasn't just hanging on, it was mastery. It really cements him as this legend of persistence. Proves experience counts, even when everyone's obsessed with the next young star. And you can't forget the Sauber team, flawless teamwork there too.
That persistence angle is compelling, no doubt. But, F1's so much about the car. How much of this is down to the driver pushing through versus maybe just things falling into place, right time, bit of luck?
Yeah, look, luck always has a small part to play in racing, doesn't it? A safety car here, a rival spinning off there.
Sure.
But calling this just luck, I think that diminishes what he actually did. Keeping that car pointing the right way, staying quick when others were struggling or, spinning off, that's skill.
Okay.
And Sauber. They gave him a solid car for those conditions, and, crucially, they nailed the strategy. It was that perfect storm, the driver's experience, the team's execution, and the challenging weather all coming together. Shows if you keep plugging away, eventually opportunity knocks.
And it seems like this moment, his personal breakthrough, really resonated way beyond just him or the Sauber garage. How does something like this actually ripple through the F1 world?
It challenges things, right? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It changes the game for Sauber. Fundamentally. For sponsors, it's like, okay, our money is achieving something tangible. Big validation.
Right, results they can point to.
Exactly. And think about the factory, the engineers. It's a huge morale boost. Proof their work, their designs can actually fight for podiums. That helps attract talent too, drivers, engineers. Everyone sees a team that's moving up, not just making up the numbers.
Makes sense. A rising tide lifts all boats, sort of.
Kind of. And more broadly. In a sport that often feels like it's only looking for the next 20-year-old sensation, Hülkenberg's win sends a different message. Experience, sheer grit, playing the long game. It shows that Hülkenberg can still bring huge rewards. It's genuinely inspiring for every driver fighting it out in that midfield.
So when we boil it all down, Hülkenberg's story, it's really about endurance, isn't it? Unwavering commitment finally paying off.
Definitely. It's proof that sometimes the longest roads lead to the sweetest destinations. Skill, patience, and grabbing that moment when it finally arrives.
Like a powerful message.
And maybe it makes you think too. What does this 14-year wait, this eventual triumph, tell us about sticking with our own long-term goals? When things feel impossible, when you face setback after setback. Perhaps it's worth asking yourself, what's the curse you're trying to break? And what could that kind of relentless commitment unlock for you?